Hello, I'm the narrator. I'll be telling you all the stories from my home, the island of Sodor. Our first story involves our favorite #1 engine, and how being teased led to a great discovery. Thomas was puffing back to the sheds. He had just finished delivering flour to the bakery so the morning bread could be made. He was happy to be going home after a long, hard day's work. When he got back to the sheds, he saw all the other engines waiting for him, and so was the fat controller. Hello, sir. Did I do something wrong?
Well, I know that you've been putting alcohol in my coffee every morning.
How did you know?
Thomas, I was joking.
Oh. Well, so was I.
Right. Well, I have a big, huge, gigantic, extraordinary, amazing, outrageous... If somebody could stop me right now!
What is it, sir?
I have special visitors coming to Sodor tomorrow, and I need an engine to take them. Do I have any volunteers? Ah! Stop with the yelling and the screaming and the ears and the bleeding! Ah!
So, what's it going to be, sir?
Oh, sorry, Duck. I can't seem to hear you since I've gone completely deaf!
So, is that a yes?
Well, I'm assuming that all of you want the job, so there's only one logical way to settle this. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, Thomas, you do it.
Yes!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get my hearing checked.
I should be pulling the special visitors.
Or me? Or me? But the fat controller chooses stupid little Thomas.
You guys are just jealous.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you three are the favorite engines on Sodor.
Shut up, Percy!
I say, Donald, me and you are the only sensible engines here.
Says you. I wanted to pull that train. I wanted to show everybody my Scottish heritage and play the bagpipes.
I wouldn't.
Ugh, you're right. I'll go and play my flute instead.
Not helping, Donald.
I wonder who the special visitors are. Thomas fell asleep, wondering.
Well, look who finally woke up. Some really useful engine you are.
Ah, shut up, James. Why are you still here?
I don't have to take my freight train for another hour.
So, instead of getting your train ready, you're here making fun of Thomas.
Oh, I have a reason for that.
Oh, please do tell.
I have Percy and Oliver to do my shunting.
You make me sick.
Oh, forget it. I'm out of here. I don't need to be criticized by you, Edward.
What a jerk.
I couldn't agree more.
I wish Eagle was still here.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know, but he and James look exactly alike. Well, I have to go to Knapford.
I'll meet you there in a little while. I have to get water, and then I'll be at Knapford to get my train.
Okay, see you there, Edward. What's so funny?
Look how your important visitors are.
What are you talking about? What?
Hi, Thomas!
Are you surprised? Ah, dang it.
So these are your special visitors. I should have known it was someone strange when the Fat Controller was asking anyone if they wanted to take it. Usually he actually picks someone.
The fat man is going to die tonight.
Have fun, Thomas.
You're going to need it!
Silly little engine.
Edward, can we switch trains, please?
Don't worry, Thomas. I know you have to take two of the biggest idiots in the world, but it doesn't matter.
Thanks, Edward. I guess.
Oh, that poor engine.
You can say that again.
Shut up, Henry.
Thomas was puffing to the other side of the island. He was taking SpongeBob and Patrick to the seaside. Thomas was still upset that the two biggest idiots in the world were his special visitors. They were laughing and having fun at Annie. This made Thomas even more cross. Why do I always get the weird people? There was the Carney, the Fat Man's wife, the Fat Man's mother, Bigfoot, and of course, Alec Baldwin. This is why I hate being the star of the show. I'm always in an episode, even though I don't need to be. God, Hit really screwed me up.
I tip my mitts for the ride, Thomas.
Can I offer you a donut? No thank you. Are you sure? It's a pink frosted sprinkle donut. I said no. Sheesh. I don't even know why the Fat Controller would consider them special. Oh well, time to go home.
Actually, we're not going home just yet. We have to collect some lumber and hay and take it to the farm.
When will this day ever end?
At about 10 o'clock tonight.
You're not helping, driver.
Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
It's the idiot carrier!
James, that's not even remotely funny.
Yeah, I know.
So, did you have fun?
You know very well how it went. I'm just here to collect the lumber and hay.
So, are you collecting any more special visitors today?
Like the gnome?
Or the little tiny fairies of the forest?
Just shut up. At least I'm the main star of the show.
Oh yeah, that's really great. Keep bringing that up again.
Thomas coupled up to the trucks and puffed away in a huff. Thomas was soon on the branch line. He was still cross with the big engines for teasing him. I'll show them not to mess with me, but how will I do it? Thomas was so concentrated on getting back at them that he didn't notice that the points were switched to an old sighting that hadn't been used for years. And don't ask me how the points somehow got changed. Maybe it was Miss Oliver and Blossom, or Train Lover 476, or Train Boy 7, or the innocent Rosie the Pink Angel, or maybe it was Hit Entertainment. But we'll never know. Anyways, Thomas roared down the siding. He ran through lots and lots of bushes. Help! I can't stop! Thomas soon roared into an open area. Then, he slowly grounded to a halt. Whew! Thank goodness. Now, where the bloody heck are we?
I'm not sure. We probably can't go back the way we came. So let's see if we can get back to the branch line this way.
Sounds like a plan. This is amazing.
It looks like the old sheds they had on the Mid-Sodor Railway, only bigger and still in good shape.
What was that?
It sounds like it came from the shed. I'll go and inspect.
Be careful.
Please, Thomas. If I wasn't careful, I would have already been injured in a train crash.
But you have.
Oh, really? When?
Well...
Fine, I'll be careful. Jeez.
Does anybody have any idea where we are?
What? You been in the cab the whole time?
Well, pretty much, yeah.
And you're just telling me you've been in there?
All me. I've been asleep.
Why haven't you been fired yet?
Because I give 20% of my paycheck to your driver to keep quiet about my sleeping.
Well, now it all makes sense.
Thomas, you need to see this.
What did you find?
Just go into the shed.
Well, what I say doesn't matter. You control me anyways.
That a boy. Now come on.
Okay, all I see is an old shed.
You need to see what's inside the shed.
So the driver moved the bushes out of the way, and Thomas gasped. I can't believe it. It's you! You're still alive? It's been decades since I've seen you.
Hello, cuz.
How are you? How'd you survive?
Well, it's a long story. But when I got to the scrapyard, I met a kind engine that wanted to help me. His name was Edward.
Ah, Edward. He just helps everyone he can. So then what happened?
Well, Edward told me of this old shed that he and the other first engines on Sodor had used. And I've been here ever since.
But why didn't Edward tell me about you?
I told him to keep me a secret. At the time, I was supposed to be scrapped. Diesels were starting to take over. So I couldn't risk my life. Or Edward, for that matter.
Now I understand. So, what do you say I take you to see the Fat Controller? He can help you be preserved.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
There's just one problem. I only came down here by accident, so I don't know how to get out of here.
Well, I do.
Really? You know the way out?
Yep, still after all these years.
Well then, let's go!
Thomas?
Yeah?
I can't move.
Oh, whoops. I forgot. Sorry. This line is so beautiful. Why would they ever close it?
I never knew, and neither did Edward. You should tell the Fat Controller about reopening it.
That's a good idea. Thomas, where did you come from?
And who's this rusty engine?
Well, I got sent down an old line that led me to a shed where I found my cousin, who I thought was scrapped.
Hello, I'm Old Rusty. Nice to meet you.
I'm Percy.
And I'm Duck.
Can one of you take my trucks? They should have already been delivered at the farm by now.
I'll do it, Thomas.
Thanks, Duck.
Thomas? Who is this? And why does he look so much like you?
Sir, this is my cousin, Old Rusty.
Old Rusty? Long time no see.
Hi, Edward. Your hiding spot worked.
I'm glad. It's good to see you again.
Same here.
So you're Old Rusty. I've heard stories about you, but I thought they were about you being sent to the scrapyard.
You're not the only one, sir.
Sir, could you help my cousin out?
With what, Thomas?
Can you help him be preserved before he gets scrapped?
Absolutely, Thomas. I'll get in contact with the museum tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thomas, I want you to take him to the works to be mended until I can get contact with the museum.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Thomas, for everything.
No problem. That night, Thomas came back to the works with the Fat Controller.
Well, Old Rusty, I got in contact with the museum president, and he is very excited to have a tank engine like you in his museum.
Thank you, sir.
But they can't put you in just yet. You'll have to wait at least a week. So what do you say we put you back into working order?
I'd love that, sir. But what exactly would I do?
Well, I hear you and Thomas wanted to open that old line back up. You can help restore it. You will take trucks back and forth as needed. What do you say?
That sounds wonderful, sir.
Sir, can I stay here for the night?
But then, how will I get back?
You can just walk. You need the exercise anyway.
Oh, you just had to say the bloody word! Exercise! Exercise this, exercise that! It's so annoying, it makes me want to tear my non-existent hair out!
Well, now you are definitely walking home.
Fine, I'll walk. Stupid little blue engine. I'll show them. I'll show all of them.
Are you sure he should be walking this late at night?
Don't worry, he only lives a mile away.
Oh, well, he'll be fine then.
So for the rest of the night, the two tank engines talked about their lives. And by morning, they were still talking until Thomas had to leave for work. What's going on?
Thomas, have you seen this?
What is it?
The Fat Controller went missing last night. His wife reported and never came home. Apparently, the Fat Controller got onto Thomas' tank engine and left the house around 10 o'clock at night. No one has seen him since. Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Loser of the Week. And this week's Loser of the Week is James. Because, well, we don't have really a good reason, but James is the Loser of the Week if you're watching this. That's it from me. Tune in tomorrow for more news. Oh, and by the way, it's Thomas's fault for the Fat Controller's disappearance. Goodbye now.
Thomas, what did you do with him?
Nothing. I wanted to stay the night with my cousin at the works, and then he just walked home.
Do you not understand, Thomas? The Fat Controller can't even walk a mile. What in God's name made you think he could do it?
I don't know. He chose to walk still. Hello? Yes? Okay. Huh? Okay, I'll tell them. Everyone, the Fat Controller has been found. He was at his house the whole time. What? Apparently, he was just trying to get back at Thomas for having him walk home. I'm going to kill him. Well, Thomas, it looks like the joke's on you. Shut up, Donald. So Thomas went back to work as normal. He visited Old Rusty every chance he could, and after a whole day, Old Rusty is back to working. He helped Edward with cleaning up the line. old Rusty would take trucks and fill them up with trees and branches and take them away. He was very happy. And on the day that old Rusty was to leave, the line was reopened. So they had a party at Knapford for both the line reopening and old Rusty leaving. Everyone was excited. Then it was time for old Rusty to go.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything. Goodbye, Edward. I'll always remember you. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead.
Anything for a friend in need.
I'll always remember you, Thomas.
I'll miss you, cuz.
And I'll miss you too, cuz.
And with that, old Rusty puffed away and disappeared around the bend.
Well, now that he's gone, get back to work, you lazy slackers!
Well, there you go. We meet Thomas's long-lost cousin, old Rusty. And he is still preserved and happier than ever. I'll visit him occasionally and talk about Thomas and the other engines. He sure is a happy engine. Well, that's it for this adventure. I'll see you all next time for our next great adventure.